is an economic struggle that we are in. We are in economic slavery.
Capitalism, patriarchy, oppressive religions, these are not, as Nathan would say, class struggles. I don't disagree with him necessarily. The way he frames it, I think, is right. But I think the language is so important. These are value struggles. The class, the infrastructure, the systems that we have that he points out are oppressive and that we all experience the oppression of are a symptom. They're further down the line, an expression of values. I'm going to clarify this for you with an example. A lot of the systems we have now are built on values of scarcity and competition. You can break it down in the money system, in the religious world, in Christianity. You can break it down in schools, in education, the way we order our societies. Everything is a reflection that these are our values. The infrastructure of our life is a reflection of these values. And the thing I want to emphasize here is that it's bigger than us. It's beyond us. It's one person's idea, perhaps, that led to the creation of the highway system, but it required the cooperation of millions of people, and it would take millions of people cooperating to undo it. It exists because enough people agreed on the values of competition, the values of scarcity, and it was a solution to the distribution of resources. The ultimate tool of the values of scarcity and abundance that I think is the precursor from which all these infrastructures have sprung up, all these value systems like Christianity, fundamentalism, tribalism, our economy, is money. Debt, the concept, not just dollar bills, is the first order notion that gives life in a bigger than human form, socially constructed, to these values of scarcity and competition. As Nathan points out, it is problematic that the money system is centralized, but it's problematic that it exists at all. Even if we decentralize money and other systems and structures entirely, if what we still have is a system of money, there will still be an incentive for people to hoard it. If human value is only measured in dollars and cents, and we use that as the primary means by which to fairly distribute resources, there will always be people who go to bed hungry. There will always be people who have more than enough, more than they could spend in a lifetime. And Nathan calls this a class struggle. And again, I say he's not wrong, but I don't think that goes far back enough or paints a clear enough, explicit enough picture of what the chain of events, what the problems and their causes are. So class struggle is a social construction. It's happening in religion. It's happening because of religion, because of money, because of capitalism, because of global relations. And it is a down the line invention of the money system. Without the money system, we don't have the class system. And without the values of scarcity and competition, we wouldn't have built the money system. We would have built a different system that reflected different values if we had different values. The values that I would say we're looking for, and I want to be clear, I don't have a monopoly on the truth. I would invite you to add to this discussion the way I'm adding to Nathan's. None of us are wrong, but we can make meaning, as humans have forever, together about this. I think those values are abundance, not scarcity, and cooperation, not competition. If we fundamentally agree that we value these things, and there's a lot of historic example for why it is built into our DNA and our ancestors' DNA, and just DNA itself, the essence of life is about cooperation and is about abundance. I mean, I love to tell people, we throw away 1 billion pounds of food in America every year, the United States of America. I'm sure Central and South America, there's even more, but we're pretty wasteful. And there is no reason, given the technology we have, given the land we have, that every person in our world for whom we can make food should not have it to eat. And yet, we have built a system upon the presumed value of scarcity. Scarcity is a myth. It may at one time have been true, but now we're totally in a post-scarcity world. There's just more than enough for everyone. And so this value that may have once served us, scarcity, which leads to competition, at one time, when we had, feudalism and some people had more than others, that started to happen, maybe those values served us. They served some people, the wealthy class, to accumulate more, to become owners, and then to motivate the owned to become owners as well. But it perpetuates that system. And now we're at the point where we can see it's a total scam. So now the question becomes, if we agree that resources are abundant, and if we agree that the greatest human potential lies in cooperation, not competition, because, let's face it, it doesn't benefit anyone for a war to start anywhere in the age of nuclear weapons. And most great human achievements have been the result of cooperation, despite what some people who are like capitalists will tell you. If we say those are the values we hold dear, then we can start to build tools, systems, use technology to help us, use the internet to help us make meaning with more humans than have ever before existed. It's ever been possible to talk to. Also humans who are no longer alive, but whose knowledge has been preserved beyond their death. And then we can build the things that will help us, give infrastructure, create systems for everything we need according to these values: the distribution of food, religion, economies, ideas of citizenship, governance. They will emerge when we build tools that give life to these better values. And I'm so sorry if I come off as like combative. I'm so not trying to be like Mr. Smart Guy. I have all the answers. I totally don't. I just tend to speak in this way. I'm convicted in what I believe and open. They're strong beliefs, loosely held. I would love to engage with anybody who has insight, comments, good jokes, words of wisdom, wants to continue the conversation. And I suggest a great place to start is to give Nathan a follow. Go back and watch his video. I think he's an important voice, and I think you are too. I look forward to Can you talk? Shut up and play the record. I look forward to continuing the conversation, and I'll see you around.